Here is a simple requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish underbust princess dart corset dress with front slits. So to start drafting this pattern, the first thing you're going to do is to mark out your basic measurements. You're going to mark your shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline, and blouse length. Blouse length can be 7 inches to 10 inches after your waistline. Go ahead to measure your shoulder, whatever measurement you have, divide it by 2. My shoulder is 14 divided by 2, it will give me 17. Then I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. After that, I'll go ahead to connect from my basic neckline of 3 inches that I marked to the shoulder slope of 1 inch. Next is to find your armhole line, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, mark and place your ruler to draw a straight line. After marking this, you want to place your tape, mark your shoulder divided by 2. Now you're going to connect this all the way to the upper part. After you're done marking, divide what you have here into 2 equal parts. Then mark the midpoint, place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. After marking this, you want to connect this to the upper part, then connect to your bust circumference divided by 4. The next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my darts. To mark your dart, you'll be needing your nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches, which I'll go ahead to mark this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. Then I'll place my ruler to draw a straight line all the way down. After marking this, the next step is to connect from the bust to the midpoint of your armhole, right? Then after connecting, this is what you're going to have. Next step is to mark your dart. Mark ½ inch here and then 1.5 on the other side if you have a smaller bust. If you have a fuller bust, at the dart intake, you're going to use 1 inch here and then 2 inches on the other side. So I'll just go ahead and take this measurement all the way down. So after I'm done marking this, I'm going to place my ruler connecting these lines. So after connecting at this point, I'll also go ahead to connect the other side of my pattern. I'll place my ruler, connect from the bust to the under bust, and repeat this at the other side also. After connecting here, the next step I'll take is to mark my dart intake. I'll mark ½ inch on both sides, then I'll blend it into the initial dart I have. So I'm not okay with the dart I have here, and I will still go ahead to blend it out a little. I'll just go ahead and connect at this point. So after I'm done connecting, I'll use my marker to blend here out very well. So I'll also extend the lines, my marker lines all the way down. You can see I'm blending this out so that I don't have a sharp edge here. That intake of ½ inch on both sides, I'll measure it, take it out by the side and connect to the armhole of the dress. Now let's insert our body measurement. Your tape. My bust is 33 inches divided by 4. I'll mark. Pick this dart intake you have here, replace. For stitching allowance, use 1 inch. Now mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add your stitching allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add your sewing allowance. Now at the hemline, you're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add your stitching allowance. After you're done marking this out, you're going to go ahead to connect from the upper parts to the under bust, to the waist and all the way to the hemline of your blouse. Now let's go ahead to mark your bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. Let's say your shoulder to waist in front is 17 and your shoulder to waist at the back is 15. If you minus that 15 from 17, it will give you 2 inches. That will be serving as your bust dart. The neckline of this dress, place your tape and determine where you want it to stop. I want mine to be about 6.5 inches. Then I will go ahead to connect this. After connecting, this is what I have, right? Now the next step I'll take is to go ahead to also mark the area where I'll be connecting from the under bust of this dress. I'll be coming up a bit from the chest line area, then I will connect from that point all the way to my under bust. You can use your curved rule to mark this out, or you can use your free hand, whichever one that works better for you. Now from this side, I'll go ahead to extend it to my under bust pattern. Now from the waistline, I'll blend this out. That is my dart lines. I'll blend it out. Now come down to how low you want the transparent area of this dress to be. I'm using about 3.5 inches after my waistline. This is not a standard, please. You can go ahead to measure or ask where you want this part to stop. So after I'm done marking this out, the next step is to go ahead to come in by 1 inch here or 1.5 to create that opening or slit at the center of your dress. Then go ahead to connect. After connecting on this part, I'll go ahead to outline. Now blending your dart, make sure that what you have is okay. Come up by 1/2 inch here and connect. This is to give this a slight curve. Now this is what I have after drafting out. I'll make this mark to indicate that we have like a boning channel at the see-through or transparent area of this pattern. Just go ahead to outline this. After that, I'm done drafting this out. Now the next step I'll take is to go ahead to cut this out. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So while cutting out, towards the bust dart area by the side, go ahead to blend the darts together so that the sides will match up. Then I'll go ahead to cut out, and I'll cut out the rest of this pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. For the lower part of this dress, you want to cut it out as one piece. So you see me blending this out. You can use your sellotape to hold it. Then cut out the front slit and the side. So this is what you have after cutting for the sides of your pattern. Now the next step is to cut out the back pattern. To cut the back pattern, I've marked the zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. Using a neckline of 3 by 1 inch, I marked the chest line, the shoulder to bust, the shoulder to waist at the back, then you add extra 7 to 10 inches for your blouse length. Now the next step you're going to take is to mark your under bust measurement. Normally your back pattern does not use the under bust, but because of the design we are going for, we are going to mark the under bust line at the back. After that, mark your dart. Now all your measurement is starting immediately after the zipper line. So mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2 all the way to the blouse length. Connect this to the upper part and extend this all the way down. Now the next step is to mark your basic dart intake of 1/2 inch on both sides. Come down by 1 inch from the waistline. Mark this on both sides of your pattern. After marking this, take that 1/2 inch all the way down. Now you're going to connect this all the way to the lower part. Then connect at the other side of your pattern. This is what I have for the back. Let's insert our body measurement. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4 and add your stitching allowance. Only for your back pattern, you don't need your under bust, but since we are going to make use of the under bust, mark your under bust measurement divided by 4, pick your dart intake, replace, and add your stitching allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4, pick your dart intake, replace, and add your stitching allowance. Here, mark your hip measurement divided by 4, pick your dart intake, replace, and add your stitching allowance. After you're done marking that, you want to connect from this point of the under bust to the bust line. Connect it down to the waistline. Now you see how narrow this area is. This is the reason why I don't really connect from the waist to the under bust for the back. but because of the design we're going for. Now connect from the waistline all the way to the blouse length. After you're done connecting at this point, mark out your basic neckline of 3 by 1 inch for the back. Now after you're done marking this, the next step you're going to take is to go ahead. Get rid of your zipper bulge by marking ½ inch here. Then you extend this all the way to the upper part of your pattern, and then you take it down to the lower part. Now, if you don't want your sewing allowance to reduce at the waistline, this ½ inch you took out at the waist, you can just go ahead to replace it by the waist. Then go ahead to blend it down, blend it to your under bust, then connect it back to your pattern this way, right? So this is what I have for the back. I'll come down by ½ inch here, connect to the under bust for the back. So after connecting there, from the waistline of the back, I'll mark. Then blend out the dart just the same way we did for the front pattern. Then you want to come down by that same measurement, 3.5, or go a little higher. Probably use like 2.5 inches if you don't want your back to be too low. So after marking this now, extend it to the zipper allowance. Come in by ½ inch here, place your ruler and go ahead to extend this. Now this is basically the back pattern. Come up by ½ inch here, then go ahead to blend out to give it that slight curvy effect. Now we're almost done with this. I'll just go ahead to outline so that you know the areas that will be cutting out. Now the center part, this is the part that has the transparent mesh that you're going to add your sewable boning to. Now after this, I'll cut out the rest of my pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Make sure to blend in your darts and cut out the areas you're not using. You're cutting the back as one piece, then blend out your darts and also the lower part of this dress.